What is up, everybody? Today we've got two edgers over here, right here behind me. I actually know one of them works because it's the one I personally use, but we haven't used it since last year and it won't start. But one of them doesn't work. I'm pretty sure this is the one that works, this yellow and red one right here. And I think this green one is not work, or I think it works. I just think it screams when you use it. So we're gonna throw some carb cleaner in this one real quick because I'm pretty sure this one has gas in it. We're gonna throw some carb cleaner in here, see if we can get this one to run. So stick around and let's find out. So firstly, we're just gonna go ahead and unscrew our air filter here. This is actually pretty close to the engine I was working on in my last video in the go-kart. It has the same layout and the same what's it called? Same fuel tank and all, just a lot smaller. Although I don't know, these seem to not want to separate. So that foam is very disintegrating. Well, that's amazing. So I'm gonna see if we can pull these apart. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna put that back together. We'll just spray some carb cleaner straight down in there. So let's grab our carb cleaner, see what we can do. Alright, I sent you guys off to the side, so we're gonna see what we can do. So I got the choke on. Choke. Now, I'm pretty sure this was the one with gas in it, so let's see. I might just need a second. Let me check for gas, because it sounds like it's not getting enough gas. Yeah, no, it has gas. So it just needs some fuel delivery, so. Don't mind my Shrek Crocs, I'm doing this in style. Could be something to do with our fuel mixture screw, which is right here, I'm pretty sure. So, let me back this out a bit. See what that does. Okay, that's closer. Fuel mixture screw seems to be the problem as of right now. So let's back that out a little further and see what happens. Now, that fuel mixture screw seemed to be the problem, because now I can have it idling nice and low via our drive control switch. Let's see what it does when it's under load. So we're just gonna bring this blade down just one tick, not to where we're hitting the concrete, but we just want to see if it engages. Yeah, it's engaging, and it seems to be running better. Let's give it a stop and another start and see what happens. Alright, let's give it another start, see what happens. Oh. Throw some choke on. Doesn't want choke. It's still not wanting to get fuel. I'll move this back in our line and I'm gonna set you guys back down. Now, I did see our idle mixture screw jiggling out a bit, so it could be that I need to get that idle mixture screw on there a bit, or that nut on there. So looks like I'm gonna need 1/2. So let's see. So now if I back that out a bit to where it was, that should hold better. So let's see. Let's give it another pull and see what happens. I'm gonna do it without choke this time, so let's see. And perfect, alright. So we're gonna pull this one off to the side, because this one's done. So what I noticed while I'm right here, I noticed that this idle mixture screw right here, its bolt was loose, so the idle screw, or the mixture screw, was shaking. So I'm pretty sure that that's what caused our idle mixture screw to be in an incorrect spot. So now that that's screwed in, this thing should work, and we're gonna test that. We're gonna test it out right after we get this other one up and running. That last one we worked on is a 4 horsepower, but this one's a 3 horse, but it's a lot bigger motor. So this right here is our air intake. Let's see what the filter looks like on this one. Oh. Now, I have not seen an intake like that on this, but I'm gonna see if this one will just start right up if I throw some gas in it, because you look in there, I don't know if you can see, but it's dead dry in there. So I'm gonna set that to the side. We'll throw some fuel in this, and we'll try and get this thing going. So let's see if it will rip on just the first pull. As long as the idle mixture screw and everything works, I think this thing should just rip, as long as it hasn't been adjusted. So I'm just gonna give it some carb cleaner. Let's give it a pull. See, where's our choke? Do we have a choke on this one? No, I'd have to look. Let's just give it a few more. Yeah, and that's the screaming I was talking about. So I'm gonna close up our air filter now that I know it pulls, but that is the screaming I was talking about. It's not the prettiest sound. Definitely an ugly sound. So we're gonna, now that we know it runs, we're gonna come over here and take a look at this bad boy. So if we give this a free spin, everything seems free over here. It looks like this belt might be hitting, but ignore my Shrek Crocs and my amazing choice of attire. But let's see if I can get my hands in here. It doesn't seem like anything too crazy is going on over here. So let's bring this up to the high setting, because that should disengage our belt. I've diagnosed where the screen comes from. It comes from the rotation of this. So that tells me it might need some sort of lubricant, just maybe something stuck in there. So that's diagnosed. How many bolts is it to get this off? I don't know. All right, everyone, it's the next day, and we're gonna get to finishing this thing up. What we have to do right now is we have to take off this pull start cover right here, fix our pull start, and that should fix not only this pull start hanging out, but also the squeal we're hearing. So we're gonna get straight to doing that. So what we're seeing right here is that this line got caught up in our system, so we gotta detangle it. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna pry these little things up. That way we can get in our thing out, and also while we're at it we can lube it. Alright, so we're back out with our edger project, and I think I figured out how to recoil this specific design, so let me walk you through it for everyone at home who might have an edger just like this. So I'm pretty sure we need to take this coil and take one end of it. Pretty sure we need to take this coil and get one end of it, where is it, into that slot right there. It's a little hard to see, but you can see it here from the front. We need to get one end of it into there and wrapped around, and then on our actual coil itself we need to get the other end into that end. So I'm gonna set you down and we're gonna see if we can get this. Now I'm gonna grease it and see if that helps, because I really can't get like any more rotations out of this. So I'm gonna grease it and see if that does absolutely anything. Alright, we're gonna try a little bit more of a permanent solution with some white lithium grease right here, and we're just gonna shove it all around. So we're gonna just start off by, oh, that's a lot. Go around a few of the edges, go down here into the pull start cord, go down into the middle. We'll work it down in there right now. So if we now pull our pull start, yeah, it's working its way in. It's gonna need a little more. I'm gonna have to smudge it around. We'll go. Shove a little in the pull cord. Alrighty, so that is our pull start complete, and I'm pretty sure, don't quote me on this, I'm pretty sure our clutch is the problem on this little machine right here. So I'm gonna watch a video on the clutch, because I heard, or I saw someone who was having the same problem as me with their clutch. So I'm gonna watch a video on how to take it apart, and I'll be back. Well, that's kind of an example of what you shouldn't do when you're when you're opening this engine, you shouldn't just let all the ball bearings spill out like I did, but that's what I did. So it's definitely gonna take some finesse to get these back in, but this is where we need to be. We just need to lightly grease these insides of this. Alright everyone, in that last clip, you probably, I don't remember exactly what it was. It was finals week last week and I've been busy. But in that last clip, I'm pretty sure, last thing you saw of this, we were trying to figure out the throttle and this pull cord got stuck out. All I did to fix that pull cord was just push that so it re-engaged, and then I bypassed this weird throttle system on this. So this thing runs now, but to test these edgers out, this grass is a little long, as you can see. So to test it out, we're gonna need to mow this lawn, so we get to doing that. Alright, so now we're gonna edge this grass right here. It's a little long right there, but it's fine. I'll hit it all with the weed whacker after. But we're gonna start with this one because this one is the most reliable. So we'll give it a pull and see how it does right here. Get some of this grass out of the way. And would you look at that? A lot of it is mud on this one just because this grass has never been edged. But the edge is pretty good here. So now we're gonna, I don't know if I want to take this stretch. We'll take this stretch with the other one, and whichever one we like more, we'll do the whole grass. Alright. So, here's the red one. And then there's the yellow one, which I definitely think the yellow one did a bit better of a job. So, I think that's this one that wins right here. That concludes our video. And stay tuned for next week. Peace out, everyone. Or I'll see you later, everyone. Pixie Fools out.